It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Along tonight, and I'm looking forward to this break, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace is not enough.
And we've been seeing MP putting a lot of effort into his offense. He's made it his mission to be the guy who carries the bulk of their scoring duties.
And he's had plenty of fight to go. He's been on a tear since making his feelings known publicly. When MP has something to prove, he can be dangerous when he's at the top of his game.
And now Washington starting over. Mr. Moves out there with Johnson. Then it's Flag. Then it's Alexander Sarr. And it's Barnes in at the power forward. Get the shot. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Alexander's got his second basket.
Well, you just get to your spot and rise and fire. The confident pull-up for Mr. Alexander.
The Wizards working the ball around now. Pass to Sarr. Barnes outside. Shot clock at 6. Connects from three-point range. Mr. Moves got 6. And what's almost routine at this point, MV just got his 5th All-Star selection.
Maybe routine to us, but it never gets old for MP. He's just as proud of this selection as he was the first time he was picked.
Here's Mr. Moves. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game.
And early on, they looked great. They made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
And what you love about him to play, he's committed with playing the game the right way.
Yeah, I mean, even back in middle school, he would binge watch the '86 Celtics, a team known for its high IQ.
And to the sideline now. Reported on MP's career milestone.
Hey guys, as you know, he's been hunting down Steph Curry's record for most career threes. He said he's trying to keep the distractions out, but he's also trying to enjoy the moment. It's been quite the journey. Back to you guys.
That it has. Thank you.
Are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
Williams gets to Pierce. Launches a 3. And Sarr pulls it down. Wizards leading by 6. Here's Barnes. And the tough by Barnes.
You can see how well Scotty Barnes moves on a basketball floor. I mean that north and south, and what hops this young man has.
Now, here's Holmgren. He just worked San Antonio in that last game. The shot by Pierce, no good. For Washington, they got a perfect 6 for 6 in the game up to this point. Here's Mr. Moves. Good, it's Barnes picking up the assist. And 12 points for Mr. Moves.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Here's finds Williams. And a wide open look for Alexander. Gets it from three-point range. SGA's got 7 points in the game. And Brian Keith runs a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
Jonas is checked in for Pierce. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. To the paint. Here's Morrison. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Outside, Alexander. And the Thunder, another 3.
Great quarter. At the offensive bench, trying to pull his team back in the game.
Mr. Moves passes to Rollins. Here's Mr. Moves. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. 15 points in the game.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
He's a foul called on Mr. Moves. also on the floor for Washington. They've got R.J. Barrett. Also Jackson out there. Flag is out there with Mr. Moves. And it's Francis in a shooting guard position. And shot is off.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky. He was off.
And stolen by Williams. Rebounded by Mr. Move.
Boy, that was his shot to miss. This guy's a terrific mid-range shooter.
From deep. And good. He hits it again.
Up and up he goes as he continues this sensational season. Now closing in on second place in scoring.
The way he has manhandled defenses all year long, you have to think he'll make a good run for it.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of player. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And now, Oliver Porter says something for us from the sideline.
Hey, guys, Mr. Moves in that last game against the Nets was just insanity. He dropped 56 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. His numbers from that game jumped off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Nice work there, Ellie. Thank you. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
And going good for 2. Mr. Moves got 7 now in this quarter.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Wizards have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Out to the wing. Ground block. Washington.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
104 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Jokic. Jonas has got the game tied up here for Oklahoma City. There's the pick. Mr. Moves passes the ball. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Barrett's got 8 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Washington's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. 3 on 3. Out to the right wing. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And again, a turnover by the Wizards. There's 21 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass the flag. Good on the bucket.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
SGA feeling him out a bit. Here's Hendrick.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Wizards lead by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Welcome, everybody, and a good half underway in this one. The Thunder battling it out tonight.
A few things for them to focus on. More presence on the backboards, more physicality, maybe a few elbow sandwiches.
And time for a look here at how the West is shaping up as we continue to work our way. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Mr. Moves has been exemplary in that game.
Man, he's been running wild on
aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatchback pull-up, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill. And then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
We've got SGA. Holmgren is out there with Jalen Williams. And it's Pierce. And it's Sorbo. In at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half. Here is Williams. Following the bucket by the Wizards. From past the arc. Rebounded by Mr. Moon.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Okay, the Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander said, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option.
Sharing the ball. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting.
What confidence by Jalen Williams. Just ready in the catch-and-shoot situation, saying, I'm going to get this off before you can do anything about it.
Here's Mr. Moves. 22 points for him. Nobody near Barnes. Again, the Wizards good for two.
He's hot coming out of the break. 3 up, 3 down.
Pass to Sorbo. Outside Williams. For three. Oklahoma City moving it around.
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Jalen Williams. Averaging 17 points per game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Pass to Flag. Here's Mr. Moves. To the middle. Here's Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
At his position, Scotty Barnes going to set a lot of screens. You have to understand how to roll and get open. He does exactly that.
And Doris, we had heard the era of the big threes might be fading, but the Thunder have one with Chet Holmgren, Jada, and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the beauty of that trio you just listed, they are all similar ages. They are all passionate about basketball, and all three are about winning. But I'm telling you this, the Oklahoma City fans not taking anything for granted. They thought KD, Russell, and Mark would be together forever,
And Washington making a change here. Barrett's checked in.
Number 9, RJ Barrett.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Holmgren the pass to Pierce. And here's SGA. Back to Holmgren. The Thunder without a miss.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. Plus 8 for that department.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. And that sends Cooper Flag to the free throw line. That one on Holmgren. The Wizards have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And nothing is falling for him right now. Here's Flag. Here's Mr. Moves. Carries it from three-point range. Mr. Moves got 25 points in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Already it's February. To believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, they've stayed right there just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
Here's Washington now. They're on a 16-5 run. Pass the flag. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Francis. Three-pointer. Out to Barrett. The offensive rebound from deep three-point land. Goes incredible.
A colossal accomplishment. He has now outstripped his own second-place mark for the most points in a season, lighting up scoreboards all year long.
He is an exceptionally gifted offensive weapon. Defenses know it, but they still can't seem to load up and slow him down. That one's good, Mr. Moves.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
It's stolen.
Overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Wizards out front, running away with. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing.
Wyatt comes in for Barrett, and Mr. Moves subbed in for Johnson. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Holmgren with it, now defended by Flag. Holmgren left side. Just 5 on the clock. It's a nice passing by Oklahoma City. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
So on the floor for Washington. Johnson is out there with Flag. And there's Mr. Moves. Then there's Rollins. And it's Francis at the shooting guard. And he lobs it up with the rim. And Toppin throws it down.
Now the chemistry Toppin has with his teammates, just get up over the rim and finish it with authority, Obi.
Washington leading now by 22. Here's Mr. Moves. Pass to Rollins. And here's Johnson outside. Drills the three-pointer. Johnson's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Washington.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Jonas. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Mr. Moves. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
You know, I like that recognition. He knows he's in rhythm, knows this is the time to give his team some punch.
Pass to Jonas. Good on the triple.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight, there's no doubt, but it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Here's Mr. Moves. No mistake on the slam dunk.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Here's Jonas. And it's Flag with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Rollins, and another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Knocks it loose. Mr. Moves passes to Francis. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Washington.
You don't see this kind of a blowout on tonight. This is a quality win across the board to deliver out those kind of punishments.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Mr. Moves.
I think his steals tell the story. This guy was a disruptive force, and I don't think you can underestimate how important it is for a team to have someone in that role.
To the inside. Washington with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Inside. To halt the run. And that one is good.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
Here's Mr. Moves. Fires from way outside. Got it. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And break in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Dorisburg, Greg.
So I'm thinking about letting the kids plan the next vacation. Well, how? Pick 3 destinations and then pick from the best one. Risky.
What's good, MP?
Tonight, Grant, a lot of talent, but also some inexperience. Well, B.A., these teams are young. Yes, they are. But here's a chance for them both to get a little more seasoning and continue to develop their respective games. Let's toss it to the sideline, where we've got more on MP's historic season.
He's getting close to the single-season points record. It's held by who else? Will Chamberlain. During the shoot-around, I asked him what it mean to pass Will, and he said, quote, Will is the standard when it comes to scoring. Passing him in anything is incredible. Well said, guys.
Absolutely. Good point there. And for a few games now, we've talked about how determined MP is to be their driving force offensively. I think MP has exceeded any expectations that were created when he promised to score more this year. The way he's been attacking on offense, demanding the ball, getting buckets, those weren't just other words we heard from him. He is clearly a man on a mission. So look at our starters for Orlando. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Then there's Isaiah Jackson, then it's Suggs. Now here's Suggs. Coming in off 12 points in his last outing. And a foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Good whistle there.
This could be a career-changing game. Need at least 40 points to get to beat Larry Bird.
Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10" wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant. Yeah, the number is remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars. Here's Mr. Moves. Last game out, he had 38 points. What an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see. When you talk about what it means to dominate, MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Magic. Wagner, the pass to Suggs. Now Banchero. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. The 3 ball. And it's flat with a rebound. The Wizards have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Mr. Moves. Counted from distance. Mr. Moves has got 11. Wow. Their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor. In the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Banchero from the arc. Orlando again missing. And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it. Step back and squared up. 14 points for him. And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Here's Suggs, following the 3-pointer by Washington. Now Banchero, he's guarded by Barnes. To halt the run, and that's good. Paolo Banchero for 3. Banchero's got his second bucket of the night.
It's always a good sign when Banchero is hitting the 3. He's working to become more consistent out there.
Well, Grant at 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body. Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to play for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball. Orlando with the ball. Following the 3-pointer by Washington. Back to Suggs. The 3 is up. That shot off the mark. Washington leading by 11. Here's Mr. Moves. Oh, and it's appreciate the update. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, you're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
And again, it's Washington with a three.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Bryant. Here's Robinson Earl. Kicks it out to Bryant. 6 on the shot clock. Can they get it? And passes to Elliott. Another miss by Orlando. Wizards leading by 19. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Mr. Moves has got 25 points.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow. Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
We're at the end of the first, and what a blowout already in this one. He's checked in for Johnson. Setting the floor for the Magic. They've got Wagner. Jeremiah Robinson Earl is out there with Delano Benton. And it's Elliott in at the point guard position.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pass to Benton. Beyond the arc. Fires in the triple. Benton's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter. But they're starting to pick it up now. Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. It's 3 in a row.
Wagner outside. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Barrett. The Wizards have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Here's Mr. Moves. And Washington with a triple.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Wagner outside. Misses the three. The Wizards have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. Connects again from distance. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
He's on fire.
Elliott passes to Robinson Earl. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Wagner against Johnson. Here's Elliott. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Elliott's got 7 points here in the quarter.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
Bit of a duel going up.
Another from three.
With every triple, he comes closer to the single-season crown.
And you know he wants it. He's been drilling threes all season and is well within striking distance. And Stan, you coached a bunch of seasons in the league. What's an issue that you face that maybe the average fan doesn't know?
Well, look, I think the thing that fans really underrate about the game is how intelligent these guys are. So it's not really an issue that I face because I was lucky to have smart guys. But I think fans underestimate how much basketball intelligence factors in when you're talking about the best players in this game.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Alan LaForce.
Hey, Ryan, the Magic are coming together. Paolo Banchero said, "This is a special group. We have something that you don't always see in professional sports. Guys really have each other's backs and look after one another. Not only are we close, but we're really talented and versatile as a team." Over to you, Ryan.
An exciting young team. Hallie, thank you. So for Washington, Sars checked in for Rollins. Barnes comes in for Barrett, and Flagg subbed in for Johnson. The Wizards have gone 8 of 11 in the second quarter. Oh, a really deep three that time. Mr. Moves has got 46.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Let's go with a three. Drains the triple.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Orlando with the rebound. The Wizards beat them last time when these two met in Washington.
Big loss in their last meeting with this team. Couldn't get anything to fall in that one.
Bryant, no good.
Well, when you get that kind of look inside, you have to cap it.
And the basket by Mr. Moves.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Sarr passes to Mr. Moves. And it's good. He hits another one.
Another 50-point game for this man.
He's having a historic year. And he's close to the fourth most 50-point games in a single season. 17-foot shot on the way. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. It's Washington opening up a huge gap, and we'll return shortly.